Well, this is weird because I bought a selfie stick. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really a selfie stick kind of guy, but it's definitely already making shooting this video way easier. Right, Ant?
Absolutely. I love the selfie stick now.
We love the selfie stick. We love it. How much do we love it, Ant?
I'm going to take it everywhere I go, all the time.
All the time. In the shower, at court, when you're dealing with your traffic ticket. I don't know. Anyways, so today we are skinning the airplane. And I'm going to tell you that I sometimes forget that I'm not a woodworker. And then I'm suddenly reminded when I look at the pieces of wood that we get, and I realize that like they're not plumbed at all. They're just like, they say 4x8, but they're not. Like, you really got to find a corner. My friend Javier was talking to me about it. You got to find a corner and then like reline that, plumb the whole thing up, and like trim it up. And we got some gnarly looking gaps up there. But thankfully, the Luan is in our final skin, so it's going to be really easy to patch that. And with all the supports we have in there, a little gap on that center is not a problem at all. So no biggie. But anyway, so we did that one. It's done. And we're halfway done with this one. We got like that side there, and then the second piece, we got to like glue all that and then drop it in and nail it in really fast. It's kind of fun. So, but this is all Luan from like before when we first moved into this space. It was crazy. We had to do Gears of War 4 for Microsoft like the month we moved into this building. We weren't even ready. I mean, half of our stuff was still in Orlando. So we built a spray booth, which is really just a containment box for fumes with a small cheap fan to help pump it outside with a hose. We built it like a flat set. So all of these pieces are from when we built a little 10-foot by 10-foot spray booth for Gears of War 4. Then after that job was over, we bought this thing. Freaking love this thing. This is a 13 by 13 spray booth. Let's go in there. It's awesome. Okay. So, first of all, nice bright lights. It's all white in here. Look at those filters. Pretty much mostly clean. Just, don't pay attention to all the spray on the ceiling. Definitely did that. But anyway, so this room is insane. Like, the door closes and you turn this thing on and it sounds like a jet engine taking off. This thing will suck a fart out of your butt. It's insane. All right, but anyways, yeah, cool spray room. So Ant and I are gonna clean up this room a little bit today because I gotta start painting those mannequin heads he showed in his video yesterday. So that's what I'm up to. Anyways, but yeah, love our spray booth. Here, I'm gonna turn it on. I love this thing. There's like a Frankenstein switch on it. So every time I turn it on, I feel like a mad scientist. Beep, beep, beep. Listen to this thing. Yeah. Exciting. I mean, did you see the size of the tube on that going up to the ceiling? Yeah, there it is. It's massive. It's like a 2 or 3 foot diameter like tube. It's insane. But anyways, a lot of you guys made a lot of comments about our shop, and I really appreciate that. We've been building the shop for a long time. And half of the stuff is Jonah's from before we partnered. The other half is mine from when I've had the company since I was like 18, 19. But it's just massively filled with junk. You look up there, just molds, fake heads, prosthetic forms. Just lots and lots of stuff. All of our tools. I'll show you some more of the shop, I guess. Maybe we'll turn today's video into an impromptu shop tour. So over here we have our oven. We use it for baking out life casts, baking foam latex, which we almost never do, and for good reason, because baking foam latex sucks in Georgia. Tool table, small little vacuum table, another tool rack. Safety equipment chest right here, other miscellaneous supplies. That's our chemical station over there for doing all of our weighing and measuring with degas stuff, and our pressure pots for casting resins and stuff. This thing, man, that thing's the coolest. Right down there, that's the paint shaker. Just plug in the pneumatic hose to it, and it just shakes paint cans for you. Because a lot of these chemicals, you got to shake them real hard, but shouldn't do that. Somebody should have told me. Anyways, you got to shake them really hard or stir them forever and ever, but that thing makes short work of it. Oh, check this out. Jonah just showed me this. So this is our Uncle Drew bust. You might have seen him paint it in a previous video. Oh man, yeah, pretty cool. Let's take a look. we've got the hair pinned onto it because I'm gonna cut up the wig, and I may just punch the whole thing. But this is the original hair from Uncle Drew, and like beard and like head hair. And so I'm gonna actually go and punch this whole head so it'll be complete. But his jersey just came in. Harlem Buckets. Pretty cool, right? His glasses. Oh. Although those are definitely not the right glasses. I'm a stickler for continuity, so. Over here we just have some generic workstations. Like we do a lot of dental eye stuff over there. And then here's like all of our clay and clay material and like equipment. And then of course the shop is just like totally filled with Wasteland weekend stuff. So, you know, that's a thing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of like the selfie stick. Over here we have like disposables and other equipment. Over there you see all of our carts because we try to keep the shop mobile and rearrange it. However, almost everything's on wheels. Like over there you'll see like caster wheels over there, and we utilize these like rolling carts a lot. They're just great for everything. Use them as impromptu tables and keep stuff stored on them. And then of course all of our chemicals. Looks like we own stock in Smooth On. And that's it for the shop mostly. So I'll show you like the other rooms really quick. What are we at? 5 minutes? 6 minutes? Ooh, this is taking too long. Okay, so Jonah's in there teaching. Let's go peek.
The remake, a lot of people like the remake.
He's teaching a basics class. I had mentioned in my other video that we teach at Cosmics, school down in Fort Lauderdale, in an effort to keep safety and to not have our artists traveling all the time and putting ourselves and the students at risk. We're teaching remotely, which so far has been actually pretty great. We'll see how it goes once we get into like application and stuff like that, but overall pretty good. All right, so let's look around. This is the break room. Got our coffee and tea station, little Nespresso machine that we got as a gift. This is our fridge, which honestly, for as full as everything looks, our fridge is always like empty. Spice cabinet. Jonah and I's concept was we're basically going to live in this place. You might as well have a break room that's like comfortable, that actually has like a nice kitchen, but you know, because of zoning laws, we can't have an actual oven. Little hangout spot, some magazines. Some of those we have articles in. Some are just like ones that have articles with our friends or just things we like. And then that is our resource bookshelf. So that is all like anatomy, animal books, all kinds of crazy stuff. So a lot of neat things in there. This is my office, although I should probably show you guys this in another video. But that's my office. There's some cool stuff in there, and I'll wait to show you that. Probably because it's messy. All right. Bathroom. Laundry room. Over here we have our print room. So a lot of times we don't do a ton of 3D printing. Maybe once every 2 or 3 years we get a big like trophy, statue job, or a suit of armor. Because you know, like most video games are on 2 to 3 year cycles. So this room is like almost unused for most of the year. But when it's doing ton of FDM printing. And then whenever we need SLA printing, we just farm that out. Eric. So before we used to use Travis Wood from Wooden Leg Design. He's done a lot of our stuff before. We've also utilized Eric Jarman. He's done a lot of recent stuff with us. Both super talented artists, and they like come in and actually help run these machines. You know, it's like me and Jonah, we're not very technically minded in that sense. But anyways, so yeah, print room, lots and lots of printers. You know, they're not the greatest printers, but they churn out what we need. And a lot of times it's like we want to print a form, like we did the Elite for Halo. Outpost Discovery, and what was cool about it is we just printed a smooth buck, so it was like the general shape and size and proportionate size of the actual Elite head that we wanted, and it had the correct geometric like fitting for where it was going to socket into the statue. But then we actually went and sculpted over that form, so it was like we didn't need it to be precise or perfect. We just needed it to be generally the shape. So those printers work really well for just cranking out forms, especially on big format scales like that. So. And cheap. That's Jonah's office. It's definitely a mess, so I'm not going to show you that either. This is just kind of like our front little display room. Some of the movies we've worked on, which I'll show you a cool little thing we did. And there's He-Man and Skeletor, a picture of Quest of the Muscle Nerd. So check this out. One of the things is a lot of times when we work on films, you know, we don't run the whole department. So you're like, look, here's Avengers, right? And you're not going to be able to read this, but what we did is we're super big on credit, and it's like when we work for other departments, there's a whole department head, or maybe we're only doing like application. We're not even necessarily like making the prosthetics. And so especially when people come to our studio, we want people to be able to see that. So when you look on here, it's like I'll read it to you. It says makeup department head John Blake, and what we did was Okoye bald cap tattoo stencil by Blue Whale Studios and the onset application by Matthew Silva and Joel Levy. Just so that you know exactly what we did. You know, we're not trying to like blanket take credit for the whole movie. We just want people to know what we did for it. Which in that case, yeah, we made a whole bald cap for Denai for the final like reshoots of the movie. But anyways, here's the last room I'm going to show you today. This is our makeup room. It is universally always a mess. There's all of our supplies. Everything's labeled. And there's our, like, Jonah and I station. And it connects to the laundry room over there. And I'm working on 2 busts. Ooh. Little shot on my backside. Okay. But yeah, so I'm working on these 2 busts. These are makeups I did on the same guy. It was the old Jewish makeup, and then that was the Baron Samedi makeup. So I'm actually trying to like take the prosthetics and apply them to the form and then paint them up and put them on display. But anyways, this video is almost 11 minutes long, so I am going to cut it here. Actually, I have one more room to show you. I lied. It's our front entryway. There's Wolfie, the old Japanese wolf man. There's we have like a little bit of a, when you walk in case you need it, there's gloves and like sanitary wipes and some hand sanitizer. And then down here is Fernando. Fernando's from a game called Paladins from High Res. It's a pretty cool costume. I mean, I don't think you can tell the scale of it, but like I'm standing next to it and I'm 6'1", so it's pretty cool. All right, guys, that's it for me. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. It's really nice to see you guys commenting, and I really appreciate all the support. But we just want to make content you guys enjoy seeing, so feel free to tell us what you want to see more of. And if you have any constructive criticism, keep it positive, but we're definitely open to hearing it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. So I think tomorrow I'll be seeing you, Jonah, and I look forward to seeing what you have for me. See you later.